Hello. Hello. Good afternoon, everyone. So, in the previous class, we have discussed about dual cycle and some numerical questions. Okay. So today I am going to start with a new topic, that is comparison of cycles, comparison of Otto, diesel and dual cycle. Okay. Comparison of Otto, diesel and dual cycle. Okay, what we are going to compare between these cycles is efficiency. Okay, between Otto, diesel and dual cycle, we are going to compare the efficiency, that which cycle have more efficiency and which cycle have least efficiency. Okay, but for this comparison we have to take different conditions. Okay, this comparison we have to done for different conditions. Okay, so the first condition is for same compression ratio and heat addition. Same compression ratio and heat addition means for all these three cycles, Otto, diesel and dual cycle, we have to keep compression ratio same and heat addition should also be same. Okay, so for this analysis you have to draw PV and TS diagram. Okay, for this analysis you have to draw PV and TS diagram. Okay, so first I am going to draw the PV diagram for Otto, diesel and dual cycle. Okay, this is the PV diagram, it is the TS diagram. Okay, so here first I am going to draw the PV diagram for Otto cycle. Okay, so you know very well how to draw the PV diagram for Otto cycle. Okay, so this is the PV diagram for Otto cycle 1, 2, 3, 4. Now we need to draw the PV diagram for diesel cycle, but the compression ratio will be same. For Otto cycle and diesel cycle, the compression ratio should be same. So the process from 1 to 2, it will be same for both the process Otto cycle and diesel cycle, for both the cycles. Okay, so this process from 1 to 2 we have to keep same. Okay, so 1 to 2 is same. Now from 2 to 3 we have to draw for diesel cycle. So for diesel cycle 2 to 3 is constant pressure heat addition, so it will go like this. Okay, so this is the diagram for DL cycle. So for both the cycles now the compression ratio is same, 1 to 2 is same, and heat addition from 2 to 3, and here for DL cycle 2 to 3 dash it will be also same. Okay, now next we need to draw the PV diagram for dual cycle. Okay, again keep in mind that compression ratio will be same from 1 to 2. Okay, so again 1 to 2 will be same, but from 2 it will change. So from 2 we know the how to draw the dual cycle diagram. So 2 first we should go for 2 to 2 dash, 2 to 2 dash, then 2 dash to 3 double dash. 3 dash we have given the name 3 dash, so here it should be 3 double dash. Okay, and it will come like this. Okay, and it is 4 dash, it is 4 double dash. Okay, so this is 1 2 2 dash, 3 double dash, 4 double dash. It is dual cycle. Again for dual cycle, compression ratio is same 1 to 2, and heat addition 2 2 dash, 3 double dash is also same as for heat addition from 2 to 3 for Otto cycle and 2 to 3 dash for dual cycle. Okay, so first I am writing here the cycle name. Okay, so Otto cycle is 1 2 3 4. Okay, 1 2 3 4. Diesel cycle is 1 2 2 dash, 3 double dash, no, 1 2 3 dash, 4 dash, 1 2 3 dash, 4 dash. And dual cycle is 1 2 2 dash, 3 double dash, 4 double dash, 1 2 1 2 2 double dash, 3 double dash, 4 double dash. Okay, so we have to close the cycle now. 1 2 3 4, it should be like again 1 1 2 3 4 1 1 2 3 dash, 4 dash, 1 1 2 2 dash, 3 double dash, 4 double dash, 1. Okay, so this is a cycle representation. Okay, now this diagram we can also draw on TS plot. Okay, so again we have to keep the compression ratio same. So 1 to 2 it is the compression ratio. When we draw 1 to 2 from 1 to 2 on TS plot, so it is reversible adiabatic process, means isentropic process. So you know very well how to draw isentropic process on TS diagram. It should be a vertical straight line. Okay, so 1 to 2 we draw here as vertical straight line, should be like this. Okay, again as on PV diagram from 1 to 2 it's same for all the cycle, Otto cycle, dual cycle, dual cycle. Similarly you can see here 1 to 2 1 to 2 1 to 2, it is same. Similarly on TS diagram also from 1 to 2, that is compression ratio will be same for all the cycles. Okay, now from 2 to 3, 2 to 3 is for Otto cycle, so we know how to draw the Otto cycle. 2 to 3 we can draw like this, 1 2 3 4. Okay, so this is for Otto cycle 1 2 3 4. Again for diesel cycle 1 to 2 will be same, so this line will be same. But for diesel cycle when we go from 2 to 3 dash, then slope will decrease. Okay, the slope for 2 to 3 dash will decrease, because we know that slope for a constant volume is more than slope for constant pressure, and this is 2 to 3 is constant volume, so slope will be higher. But 2 to 3 dash is constant pressure process, so slope will be lower, so curve will come below this curve. Okay, so when we draw for diesel cycle, the curve will come below this curve, so it should be like this. Okay, now this curve will exceed the 3 to 4 line. This curve will exceed 3 to 4 line. Why this curve will exceed 3 to 4 line? One, 2, 3 dash, 4 dash. why this curve exceeds beyond this 3 to 4 line? Because we also said that compression ratio is same, means 1 to 2 is same, as well as heat addition is also same, na? We have to keep heat addition same, and 2 to 3 is heat addition, 2 to 3 dash is heat addition, okay? And you know very well that on TS diagram, area below the curve gives heat addition, okay? If you remember that on TS diagram, area below the curve gives heat addition, okay? I am drawing here a small diagram. This is TS diagram, okay? So on TS diagram, if any curve is given, so area below this curve represents heat addition or heat transfer, okay? So now if we have to keep the heat transfer same and curve will be below this curve, okay, then heat transfer will reduce, okay? Take example like this. If this is a line, this is a small line, and this is the area, okay, and we need to keep the area same, but line is below this line. There is a line below this line. If you draw a line below this line, then area will decrease by this amount. To keep this area same, we have to increase the length of the line. If this area decreases, then and line is below this line, then to keep the area same, we have to increase the length of this line, okay? Now this amount will increase. Again area of the same, area of this curve and this curve will be same. Same thing is happening here. This curve is above 2 to 3 is above 2 to 3 dash, okay? Heat addition curve for Otto cycle is above the heat addition curve for diesel cycle. So area for 2 to 3 will be more than 2 to 3 dash. To keep the area same, I have increased the length of this 2 to 3 dash line, okay? So that the area will be same for 2 to 3 and 2 to 3 dash. Then only heat addition will be same, okay? Because area below the curve gives the heat addition, okay? So to keep the area same, I have increased the length of 2 to 3 dash beyond this line, okay? So that the area below 2 to 3 dash and area below 2 to 3 will be same, okay? Then only heat addition will be same, and we have to keep this heat addition same, okay? That is the condition only, okay? Similarly, now for dual cycle 1, 2, 2 dash, 3 double dash, 4 double dash, again now from 2 to 2 dash it is constant volume process, okay? So at some distance the curve will be same because it is a constant volume process. At some point the curve will be same 2 to 2 dash because it is a constant volume process, but from 2 dash to 3 double dash it is a constant pressure process. So for constant pressure process the slope of the curve become less, okay? So curve comes below this curve, so we have to draw a lower slope curve here, okay? Again as this curve is below this curve, okay, and we have to keep the area same, so this line also exceeds below 3 to 4. Again we have to increase the length to make the area same, to make the heat addition same, okay? So this curve will come here. This is 3 double dash, this is 4 double dash, okay? So in this way we have to draw the diagram, okay? You have to understand the PV and TS diagram of all these cycles, Otto cycle, diesel cycle, dual cycle, very deeply. Then only you can draw this diagram. Then only you can analyze. Then only you can compare, okay? So you have to understand the diagram very deeply, okay? Now we have drawn the diagram. Now we can compare the efficiency by this diagram only, okay? Now we can compare the efficiency by using these diagrams. Now we know the formula of efficiency. We know that eta equal to 1 minus heat rejection by heat addition, or this we can also write like this, 1 minus QR, heat rejection by QS. Okay. So here QS is same, heat addition is same. So it will not make a difference. It does not make any difference because it is same for all the cycles. Okay. What make difference? Difference make by heat rejection QR. Okay. So basically we have to check the heat rejection value for all these 3 cycles on TS diagram, because heat transfer we can only see on TS diagram. On PV diagram we can only see the work transfer. Area below the curve on PV diagram gives work transfer. You have studied in thermodynamics in second year. Okay. Area below the curve on PV diagram gives work transfer, but area below curve on TS diagram gives heat transfer. Okay. And we have to see the heat transfer, because heat rejection is a heat transfer. So we have to see the TS diagram. Okay. Now we can easily analyze QS is same if QR is more. If QR is more, then this whole value will be more, and this whole value is subtracted from 1. So if this whole value will be more, then this total value will be less. Means if we increase the value of heat rejection QR, then efficiency will decrease. If we increase the value of heat rejection QR, then efficiency will be decreased. So we just need to find out for which cycle QR is more and for which cycle QR is less. For the cycle for which the QR is more, efficiency will be less, and for the cycle for which QR will be less, efficiency will be more. Okay. So this we can see from this TS diagram. Okay. So first on TS diagram we need to understand where is heat rejection. Where is heat rejection QR? Okay. So we know very well heat rejection takes place from 4 to 1 for Otto cycle, from 4 to 1, for diesel cycle from 4 dash to 1, and for dual cycle 4 double dash to 1. Okay. Means this curve shows heat rejection for all the process. Okay. So just see this curve and analyze the heat transfer, heat rejection. Okay. So as I said, area below the curves gives heat rejection. So just see the area below the curve. So for Otto cycle, we need to see the area below 4 to 1. So this is the area below 4 to 1. This is the area below 4 to 1. This is the area below 4 to 1. So we can see easily the area below 4 to 1 is minimum, because 4 dash is here. If we see the area for diesel cycle, so this will be from 4 dash to 1. So this area will be more. Okay, we can see here easily for diesel cycle this area will be more, and for Otto cycle this area will be minimum, and for dual cycle it will be in between Otto and diesel. Okay, so we can easily see that the area for diesel cycle is more and the area for Otto cycle is less. The area for diesel cycle is maximum and the area for the Otto cycle is minimum, and area for the dual cycle is in between Otto and diesel cycle. Okay, so we can say that now as the area for the diesel cycle is maximum, so heat rejection will be maximum, because area shows the heat rejection. So here the area is heat rejection will be maximum for diesel cycle. Okay, so I am representing the heat rejection for diesel cycle by QR dash. It is the maximum, heat rejection will be maximum for diesel cycle. Okay, and heat rejection is minimum for Otto cycle. So I am representing Otto cycle by QR. Okay, for Otto cycle heat rejection is QR. And for dual cycle, heat rejection is in between auto and diesel, so it will come in between auto. I am representing this by QR double dash. Okay. So heat rejection is maximum for diesel cycle. Heat rejection is maximum for diesel cycle and minimum for auto cycle. Now, as I said, if heat rejection is maximum, then efficiency will be minimum. Okay. So if we analyze the efficiency, so as the heat rejection is minimum here, so efficiency will be maximum here. Eta auto will be maximum, and eta diesel will be minimum, and eta dual will be in between both the values. Okay. Dual cycle efficiency always comes between auto and diesel cycle. Okay. We need not to take care of this dual cycle. Okay, just see auto cycle and diesel cycle efficiency and keep dual cycle in between both the auto cycle and diesel cycle. Okay. So now we have concluded that for same compression ratio, for same compression ratio and heat addition, efficiency of auto cycle will be maximum and efficiency of diesel cycle will be minimum, and efficiency of dual cycle lies between auto cycle and diesel cycle. Okay. So in this way we have to compare the efficiency. Okay. This is a lengthy process, this is a conceptual process. You should have very clear concept about auto cycle, diesel cycle and dual cycle. Okay. Then only you can analyze. Okay. Now there is another way of analyzing this value. As I said, I told you that area below curve on PV diagram, shows the work done, work transfer. Okay. So we can, if we see the work transfer of the cycle, then we can also calculate the efficiency. This is one way. Another way is just see the work transfer. If the work transfer is maximum, work done is maximum, we know the formula of efficiency, eta is equal to net work done divided by heat addition. Okay. So if net work done is maximum, then efficiency will be maximum. Heat addition is same. Okay, heat addition is same. So just see the net work done. And to see the net work done, you have just see the closed area of the cycle. Okay, net work done can be seen by the closed area of the cycle. This you have also studied in the basic thermodynamics in second year. Okay, net work done can be seen by the closed area of cycle. Okay, so if you see the closed area of the cycle, so for cycle 1, 2, 3, 4 auto cycle, okay, and for cycle 1, 2, 3 dash 4 dash diesel cycle, and for cycle 1, 2, 2 dash 3 dash 4 dash, we can easily see that closed area of the cycle auto cycle is maximum and closed area of diesel cycle is minimum. We can see that easily. This area, see this area of auto cycle is maximum. This area is maximum. Okay, and if you see for diesel cycle, diesel comes below the auto cycle. Diesel cycle is small. Okay, so the area for diesel cycle is minimum. Okay, means net work done is maximum for auto cycle. So efficiency for auto cycle will be maximum, and net work done is minimum for diesel cycle. So efficiency of diesel cycle will be minimum, and dual cycle efficiency comes between auto cycle and diesel cycle. Okay. So in this way also you can compare the efficiency of all these three cycles. Okay. So this is a very important topic. Okay, question always comes from this portion in examination. Question always comes from this portion. Compare the efficiency of auto cycle, diesel cycle and dual cycle. Okay, for same compression ratio and heat addition. There are other conditions also. We can keep same compression ratio and heat rejection, same heat rejection. we can also analyze the efficiency of all these three cycles for same compression ratio and heat rejection. Okay, there are different conditions. Okay, for that, for all those conditions, we will analyze the efficiency of Otto cycle, diesel cycle, and dual cycle. Okay, but for today, this is all for today. Other comparison we will do in the next class. Okay, thank you.